Yo, what's going on guys? It's Ali here from the Source Park, back again for another BMXing tutorial. Excuse my squinting, it's like super bright here right now, I can barely even open my eyes. Today we're going to learn how to do a peg ching. Okay, so there's like millions of ways that you can do peg chings, but I'm going to show you this way, doing it off a curb, because this is the first way I ever learned how to do them. So I think it's a really easy one to learn, and a lot of you should be able to do it straight away. It doesn't take long to learn this trick at all. Okay, so to do this trick, you're going to need a peg, and you're going to need it to be on the back side of your bike. So if you have a peg already and it's on your front wheel, move it over to your back wheel. And you're also going to need to be able to pull your front wheel up. And that's just literally it for this trick. Oh, and you're going to need a curb. You're going to need like a little curb or a ledge or something like that. I'm sure a lot of you have curbs outside your house, but the thing with these, the higher the curb, the easier it is. So try and find a curb that's relatively big, because if you've got like a tiny little curb outside your house, it's gonna be really hard to learn this trick on it. So this trick's super easy. All it involves is rolling off the curb and hitting your peg on it. So the first thing you need to practice is just rolling off the curb. So lifting your front wheel up, rolling off the curb and making sure that your back wheel lands first. Because if you can lift up your front wheel, but you can only do it for like a millisecond, then it's going to be hard for you to do this. You need to be able to lift your wheel up so your back wheel is landing first, because otherwise you're not going to be able to get like the ching. So when you pull up, you need your back wheel dropping down so your peg can hit onto the curb. If you pull up and your front wheel drops like this, then it's going to be really hard to get the peg ching. So yeah, make sure you can roll off a curb first, pulling your wheel up and both your wheels coming off at the same time. Okay, so once you've got the hang of rolling off the curb and landing with your back wheel first, then you need to practice like tweaking your bars. So when you're actually doing the peg ching, you're going to be lifting your wheel up and you're going to be pushing like this. So you're going to be pushing your handlebars out to get that peg as low to the ground as possible. So if you just hover your peg over like the curb here and lift it up and just do that, so you can hit the peg on the curb and kind of get a feel of how much you're going to have to push your arms out to hit that. So yeah, my arms are going out like this far, so when I'm dropping off the curb, that's how far I'm going to have to extend my arms to hit the curb. So just have a play about first with hitting your peg on the curb and just getting a feel for it. And then next, you want to just be riding around, lifting your wheel up and practicing the tweak of your handlebars, just on the flat ground, not hitting the curb or anything. Just riding along, lifting your wheel up and trying to like push them handlebars out, because that's the exact motion you're going to be doing when you do this trick properly. Okay, so now you've lifted your wheel up and tweaked it a bit. You've had a play about with feeling what it's going to be like getting your peg on the curb. You've ridden off the curb. Then the next thing to do is just do the peg ching. It's just putting those steps together. So my number one tip for these is ride parallel with the curb. So when you're going to do the trick, ride right along the side of it, and then you're just going to literally just pull up to the side here and your peg's going to fall into it. If the ledge is big enough, you won't even need to tweak the bike that much. It's just going to drop onto it. So just try and listen out for the sound of the peg, because that's when you know you've done it properly. If you've got metal pegs, then this is going to sound 20 times better. But yeah, just try and hear the peg, you know, smacking on there. You'll hear that ting noise. So yeah, just riding along parallel, pulling up and just waiting for that right second to just tweak the bars out. So once you've done a couple of these and you've got the hang of them on the nice size ledge, the next thing to do is just take them everywhere. You can do them on smaller curbs, you can do them dropping in, you can pretty much just peg chink anything. So you can get really creative with these, so go out there and play with them. And that's about it, to be honest. I don't think I have any more tips about these type of peg chinks, because they're so simple. All you're doing is riding off a curb, pulling your wheel up and pushing your handlebars out. It's just those 3 steps and you should be able to do this one. I'm sure anyone who has a peg and a curb will be able to learn this one in a couple goes. It doesn't take long. I guess I'll see you guys next week. Get out there and get chinging stuff. See you later.